Yes, to my brother in Christ, this is to the President of the United States of America, Donald Trump. I see the force that you've unleashed to the rest of the world to prove that America remains to be respected for the rest of its life and its existence. A good move. What you're doing is a show of power. Tick. That's a good one. But in this show of power, there are other people that you're hurting and they never wanted to get themselves in the situations that they are in. And the little aid that was coming from the United States government was really helping them out of those situations. Shameful situations, embarrassing situations, life-threatening situations. And now it's like they're going back there. It's okay, they have their own governments that can take care of all those stuff. But again, their own governments that they have are not aware of some of those things and they have no budget for such a things. That means even if you give them 2 months or 3 months, they might not come up with a way to solve all this other stuff. And that means again that those people involved, maybe some of them are going to lose their lives or face a threatening health issues that might end up leading them to early graves that they could have avoided if the aid that you've halted will be on their doors to help them. Talk about Usaid. I know there are people who have used that to rob and steal the taxpayers' money of the people in the US, which is very, very, very wrong. I don't condone that. In fact, those people should be arrested and face the law and be charged and prosecuted for such a criminal activities. But again, the sole beneficiaries of the aid that was coming are on the other hand not aware of what will happen the next day, wishing that you should restore the aid that is coming. And my advice or my request would be, yes, Trump, look unto the people, the over 50,000 people in Kenya who have lost their jobs. Over 200 and something thousands of people who indirectly are affected because of the people of the 50,000 who have lost their jobs. Now look unto more than 1 million people who are losing the medication that is saving their lives. Now look unto the children who are also who are not in a position to get the vaccination that they were receiving when the aid was coming. Is that not a catastrophe? Yes, a catastrophe. Ain't it a catastrophe in the making? What if something happens, then you prolong the release of this aid? Will these people ever have a chance to live again? Will these children ever have a chance to live again? And remember, most of the things that these children are suffering from were introduced by the who governments. And the government of the United States of America is one of those governments. Kindly, Donald Trump, look unto these people. I know the rates of mental issues will increase because of the people who've lost their jobs and they don't know or don't have any other place to look unto or find a way for themselves. And those who have lost their life support medications will also lose hope in life and maybe do something silly that they would have not done if they could have gotten that medication. I'm pleading to you and I'm requesting you, my brother in Christ, Mr. the President of the United States of America, Mr. Donald Trump, reconsider that. How will you reconsider this? If the leadership of Usaid and any other aid organizations have been swindling money in their own pockets and their own bank accounts in the name of Usaid and any other aid organizations from the US, the simple thing is you get those people out of those positions, arrest them, put them in prisons, charge them and prosecute them. But introduce new leadership that is loyal to you and loyal to your agenda and loyal to what you promise the people you'll do. that will take care of those funds and make sure that those funds are getting to where they're supposed to get and there's no corruption in the chain. Put accountability to the countries that are receiving this aid, especially the third world countries that are receiving this aid. Make sure that your leadership that you put in the place in those countries is making sure that there's no corruption that is happening between the lines of transaction within those organizations, just to make sure that it's a fluent transfer and the fluent work that is happening all around. That will help the people who are in dire need of those life-saving medications and replace the jobs or restore the jobs of those people who have lost their jobs because of your heart in the funding. We know all we've made mistakes in one place or the other, but cutting the whole tree down because one branch is not producing fruits or one branch is attached to another thing that is swindling the nutrients from the main tree that's supposed to produce fruits is not a solution to the problem. I know you want every person to fear America. Of course, they already fear America. No one dares America, and no one will dare America. But losing lives because of you trying to show off your power is not another thing that we should look into. Dear Trump, look into this, and I hope this message will reach you and you'll do the necessary. That is from me on behalf of very many other people in Africa and any other third developing countries that are truly dependent to the aid that is coming from the United States of America for their life support and well-being. Do something about that and restore it all.